Hello everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Max and I make food review videos. Today I'm in Croydon, South London, to review a place I haven't been to for a few years now. I'm talking about Wendy's. It was first opened in 1969 in Columbus, Ohio, in the US by Dave Thomas. He had 5 daughters and he named the restaurant Wendy's because it was the nickname of one of them. Imagine what the other 4 thought. Maybe they weren't too happy, but then again, he probably left them so much money, they didn't stay mad for too long. Their slogan is "Quality is a recipe," which is a bit interesting considering it's a fast food chain. However, they committed to use only fresh, non-frozen patties since the 70s, and that's commendable. And speaking of patties, they are famous for their square burgers. The most iconic being the Dave's in honor of the founder. But nowadays, if you think of Wendy's, the first thing that comes to mind is the Baconator. I am quite curious because they had huge expansion plans here in the UK, but in the past 2 years they closed more branches than the ones they opened. So here I am to answer a very important question. Is Wendy's still worth it in 2026? But enough talking, it's time to eat. So without further ado, Wendy's, here we come. So here I am at Wendy's in Croydon. I've got my food. I ordered the kiosk, but you can choose between picking it up at the counter or having it brought to you, and that's what I've done. Here's my number. So I've got 2 burgers. 2 meals. I got 2 burgers, large drink, one of their Frosties, vanilla one, and then a couple of their dips, their signature sauce and their buttermilk ranch. Got like normal fries. And for the burgers, I went with the Baconator, most popular burger nowadays. So I've got a limited edition burger as well, a chicken BBQ spicy burger. So let's see what Wendy's all about. Okay, let's start from the Baconator. Cheers. Yeah, it's a nice burger. As you can see, it's a square patty. It's a bit dry on the edges, but overall it's a nice burger. Yeah, quite juicy in the middle. There's a lot going on. There's mayo, there's ketchup, there's bacon, cheese. I quite like it. Nice packaging. Let's try the fries. Let me try them with some dips. Signature sauce, buttermilk ranch. Let's try the buttermilk. It's very liquid. Not my favorite ranch, but you know, it's a decent sauce. Now let's try the signature Wendy's dip. I prefer the signature dip. It's quite bacony, it's quite flavorful. Very nice. Okay, let's move on to the second burger, the BBQ melt chicken burger. I got the spicy version. So let's try it. There's a lot of barbecue sauce. I quite like it. I'm not sure about the quantity of barbecue sauce. Maybe I would have liked a little bit less. The pickles are very crunchy. I quite like it. Let's try the vanilla frosty. It's like a mix between a sundae, ice cream, and a milkshake. Nothing wrong with it. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to have a couple more bites, finish this up. I got so much food left, but you know, I'll get there. So I'm going to finish this and I'll see you in a little bit outside for the conclusion. Hello again. As you can see, I'm not at Wendy's anymore. I'm not in Croydon anymore. It was raining quite a lot, so I decided to get back home for the conclusion. Wise choice. Yeah, when I was there, it was really pouring down. However, when I got back home, it was sunny. A bit of an odd one, but here we are, so let's talk about my lunch. To recap a little bit, I've got plenty of food. I've got 2 meal combos. Medium Baconator combo with a vanilla frosty and regular fries. And then I've got a large BBQ melt chicken the spicy version. You can get also the normal chicken version. I got the spicy. And I've got large fries and a large fountain drink. I've got Diet Coke. Then I've got also 2 dips. I've got their signature Wendy's sauce, and then I've got a buttermilk ranch sauce. The restaurant was quite clean. The staff was going around cleaning as soon as people were clearing the tables, asking if everyone was happy with the food, if they needed anything. Nice clean restaurant and nice service. You can choose between picking up your food at the counter and getting it brought to your table. I decided to get it brought to me because, you know, if they give you the option, why not? The odd thing was, of course, I've got the drink as well. And the drink fountain is next to the tables. So the lady who brought me my food asked me if I wanted ice with my drink. And I didn't notice they didn't have the fountain inside. So she had to come next to me and she literally filled my cup next to me, and then she just handed it to me, which was a bit odd. The service was very quick. I got my food in like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. I didn't wait a long time at all. Let's start from the Baconator, which is probably right now the most famous item you can get at Wendy's. Yeah, sure, the Dave's is the most iconic, the oldest item on their menu, but if you talk about Wendy's with someone, probably Baconator is what comes to mind first, which is basically a double cheeseburger with bacon. It comes with 2 patties, 2 square patties, cheese, bacon, and ketchup and mayo. It was quite nice. Square patties are not very common. It's Wendy's trademark. I am not quite sure about that. I've had Wendy's before, and I thought that the square patties were not really something that were bringing anything to the table. Actually, I noticed the edges are a bit drier than the rest of the patty. Juicy in the middle, but the edges were a bit dry. I have to give the Baconator 6.5 out of 10. As I said, a good burger, nothing, out of this world. Then I had their limited edition, their special burger. The BBQ bacon melt spicy chicken version comes with, of course, a spicy chicken patty, melted cheese, crispy onions, bacon, BBQ sauce, and pickles. The pickles were amazing inside that burger. Yeah, very juicy chicken. A lot of flavor. Maybe there was a bit too much BBQ sauce, which was a bit overpowering. It was probably the best thing I've had today. A very good burger. 7.5 for sure. Let's move on to the fries. And I quite like Wendy's fries. They are thicker than McDonald's fries, and they have a little bit of skin. They have a nice texture due to the skin at the bottom, and they are definitely way better than Burger King's fries. The only issue I've had with fries today was that they were a bit cold, despite the very quick service. So probably they've been sitting there for a little bit. But, they were still good. And I've had 2 dips to try with them. Buttermilk ranch and Wendy's signature dip. As I said, the fries were a bit cold, so I cannot give it, an amazing score. But I do like them. So 6.5 feels like a fair score for the fries at Wendy's. Last but not least, their Vanilla Frosty. Quite popular in the US, as far as I know. It's a nice end of the meal, of course. There are people who have the Frosty with their meal, so they drink it like a milkshake. I'm not that American, so I cannot do that. But, I've had it as a dessert, and I quite liked it, so again, 6.5. It seems like a recurring theme for my lunch today. So I paid £23.48, which, don't get me wrong, for 2 combo meals is a little bit expensive, but you need to bear in mind their burgers are fresh. Nothing is frozen. So yeah, you can expect it to be a little bit more expensive than McDonald's, for instance. Okay, let me give an overall score to my lunch at Wendy's. I've given so many 6.5s today that I think like 6.5 is a fair score for the overall experience. And I think it's a shame that they are closing down branches all over the UK. But do let me know in the comments if you tried Wendy's before and you liked it, and if you didn't like it, why? Or if you would like to try it after my review, feel free to leave a comment. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. I'm still trying to grow, and don't forget, if you want a chance of winning a keyring with the I Wish Reviewed Pizza for a Living logo, please subscribe. But for now, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.